Hello and welcome, YouTube subscribers. This is Irene Cara, and welcome to my new audio podcast, The Irene Cara Music Show, my own little radio show on YouTube. I'm so excited. Today's show features Volume 2 of my new double CD set, Irene Cara Presents Hot Caramel. The song is called Stop Frontin'. Yes, Frontin'. Stop Frontin'. I love that. Written by a dear friend of mine, Janice Super. We've known each other since high school. Co-written by Daryl Shepard, Don Green. And it really has some lovely performances by the band, namely Takana Miyamoto on acoustic piano, Erica Poindexter on upright bass, LaFrey Livieski on drums, and Mike Bogle on trombone.
A big man telling me what I can and cannot do. You try to play me for a fool. You can't play me like that, no, 'cause I ain't going for it. What you see is what you get. All things hold true when it comes to love. Yet thinking that it matters how your friends will see you. Every time you change your ways, it just keeps me away. And I don't understand what you're trying to prove. They don't know you like I do. You know, I'll just make this clear. It ain't all about you.
Yeah, beautiful work on the mix as well. I want to give a shout out to Ed Kraut for a beautiful mix on that. Ed is our engineer for this show as well. The next song coming up is called Soul Beat. Soul Beat. S-O-U-L, as in the soul. My tribute to the beautiful country of Peru, which I've been fortunate enough to have visited quite a bit over the years. And I wanted to write some kind of tribute to the people, the land, the culture, and the history of Peru. So it's a bit of a divine epiphany, if you will. This song, it just kind of came to me one day as I was thinking back on my travels. Features a really nice array of guest stars. Joseph Williams, Jason Sheff, and Joe Pizzullo on background vocals, and these are heavy-duty guys from bands like Toto and Chicago. Great horn section led by Carolyn Kafer, a wonderful percussionist, Manolo. These are my fellow Floridians. And a wonderful poet right here from St. Pete, Florida. I say right here because I live in Florida, so we're taping from Florida. But a wonderful poet and artist, Kwabena Dinizulu. And a lovely mix as well by David Reitzes, who works a lot with David Foster. It has, a nice Latin feel to it, but it's not what you would typically think of as salsa. It's a little bit of a blend. That's how I wanted it produced. So it's a bit, I don't know, Latin pop, I guess you'd call it.
to first step. The soul reconnects when I forget. The dance never ends. You can hear it on the winds. each new life begins, is the message she sends.
Yes, indeed. This is Irene Cara doing World Beat. That's what the song is. I've just figured it out. Soul Beat is World Beat. Anyway, we had a good time doing that record, my tribute to Peru. This next ballad is a song that I wrote just, when I get in those sentimental moods. I'm a hopeless romantic when it comes to love songs. I always have been. But it does feature me, this time on acoustic piano. Cherie Mitchell doing some lovely work on synth strings, and a wonderful guitarist out of Miami named Sue Veneer. I never asked her if that was a stage name or not. I just assumed, yeah, okay, Sue Veneer, that's her name. But she does a great job on this, and Camille Gaynor on drums. And a wonderful young violinist I saw at a club in New York once, and she was doing all kinds of really wild kind of punk rock stuff with the violin. So this was a real departure for her. A young girl named Lourdes on violin. Again, it's just a simple love song. No one could love you more.
In this world where there's so little time to cherish all the joy we've shared, the tears left behind, I've been longing for a place where I can find a love that conquers all my fears that dwell in my mind. And even though it's hard sometimes to tell you what I feel inside, but there's just one thing I know for sure: no one could ever love you more. No one, babe. They say the future never promises a thing, but still my heart is filled with all the hope love can bring. Let's make the best of what we have right here. Let's hold on to the special moments shared through the years. And even though it's hard sometimes to tell you all I feel inside, but there's just one thing I know for sure: no one could ever love you more. No one will ever, no one could love you more. One thing I know for sure:
Well, like I said, I'm a hopeless romantic when it comes to love songs. And I'm not above doing remakes. We have 2 of them to play for you during the show. This one is called One Step Closer, which was a 1984 hit for Gavin Christopher. And I remember when it came out, I was just so taken with it. Some songs just speak to you in a way that you feel, you know, I could have written this. I could have sung this. Those are the only kind of songs that I will remake. Songs that I feel that I could have, you know, written or just speak to me on an emotional level as a musician and as a lyricist. The writers actually were, you know, a very famous writing duo, Sturkin and Rogers. You know, Gavin Christopher's version, even though it wasn't like a huge hit, it was a great record to me. Features some wonderful people, especially me and my mixing engineer, Ed Kraut, on keyboards. That's us struggling through that. We're playing everything, pretty much. It features Robert Wawu on guitar, who's did a lot of work on this project as well as my co-producer. And it features a wonderful star from The Voice, you know, out of Orlando, Cassandra Lewis. She's singing backgrounds on this and is a dear friend. One of the best contestants ever on The Voice. She's singing along with a wonderful group of singers. So this is my version of Gavin Christopher's One Step Closer.
Yeah.
Welcome back. You've been listening to the Irene Cara radio podcast. This show's been featuring Volume 2 of my double CD set, Irene Cara Presents Hot Caramel. The next song is called Misty Blue, which is also a remake, but it's a much older song. First came out in 1968, written by Bobby Montgomery and performed by Dorothy Moore, I think. Or is it Dolores Moore? One of the two. But she was brilliant, and the song was brilliant, and I wanted to do my rendition of it. There's been a few other pop artists who have remade Misty Blue, but I wanted to do it with my girls, and everybody's basically playing and singing on this. I've got the whole group, wonderful string arrangement by John Ketelinik, the Orlando String Quartet, Victor and Olga Ferroni on violins, Doug Pritchard on viola, Paul Fleury on cello, and we have some wonderful background vocalists who, throughout the album, also sang with the vocalist of the Hot Caramel Band, namely Tasha Como and Devonda Simmons. Tasha Como, who's just a doll, and Devonda as well, and they were just wonderful in helping me with vocal arrangements throughout the project. Also, of course, the wonderful jazz guitarist who also really gets down on funk and rock on this project, Cheryl Bailey on guitar, and Carolyn Kafer on alto sax. Donna Hawkins. Some of these girls, you know, they go and they get married or they get divorced, and there goes the last name. Donna Hawkins on bass, who's just a monster player. And, of course, me on lead vocal, and Shondalee Bailey, again, on acoustic piano and keyboards. This is me and the Hot Caramel Girls with our rendition of Misty Blue. A woman is all about sorrow.
Such a long, long time. Looks like I'll get you off of my mind, but I can't. Just the thought of you turns my whole world misty blue. Just the mention of your name turns the flicker to a flame. Listen to me, baby. I think of the things we used to do. Oh, and my whole world turns misty blue. Forget you. Heaven knows I've tried. been such a long, long time. Looks like I get you off of my mind, but I can't. Just the thought of you, my love, turns my whole world misty blue. Oh, I can't forget you. My whole world turns misty blue. Baby, 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 I can't forget you. And my whole world turns misty blue. Honey, I can't forget you. My love, my whole world turned misty blue. Baby, 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 my love. Sugar. You keep coming and changing my world. I can't forget you, boy. No. No, 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 no. And it's been such a long time.
Lovely, lovely work by the ladies of the band. Since we've gotten so jazzy in our last few tracks, we're going to close out with a total kind of wild track that we basically wrote in the studio, meaning it was just organic. It was recorded live, and I gave the girls 2 chords, and they just really went off. They were great. Cheryl Bailey and Lakaya Jackson are my co-writers on this. Lakaya does a phenomenal job with spoken word, and Cheryl is just so hot, just on fire. A wonderful mix by our co-producer Robert Wawu, and again, it features Lakaya Jackson on spoken word, Cheryl Bailey on guitar, Shonda Bailey on piano, Donna Hawkins or Hairston, whichever, on bass, and LaFrey Olivia Ski on drums. And it's just the best.
A woman is all about power.
Revolution. The revolution is life.
use is a replay, not knowing the real. So let me set it straight. Some get caught up with the times, shut eyes, so now they blind, breaking the rules set upon me, but don't consider it a crime. I'm not what you think I should be, I'm what I know I should be. Focus and forget the standards, that's why I'm free. In this day, competition is the source to catch a dream. Some lose it trying to keep up with others, so now they fiends. Is the best, and the best would be the best original me. Still, my feet's firm, I'm not gonna move. Regardless of what comes, I'm sticking like paper sticks to glue. I'm an overcomer that's embracing my defeat. Keeping the faith is my restoration to be me. The coin is flipped, heads or tails. Which one are you choosing? The wrong choice can make you flop, so now you're losing. You woke up, the dream is over, your life is blue, when the only thing you had to do was be you. Did you hear me? Did you feel me? The only thing that I can be is the best original me. know has been done. Everything else is a replay, not knowing the real. So let me set it straight. Why I got to be weighted with what you say is dated? Old school, new school, hey, you know it's all cool. Standing still, my feet's firm, I'm not gonna move, regardless of what I'm sticking, like paper sticks to glue.
All I can be is the best original me. All I can be is the best original me. All I can be is the best original me. All I can be is the best original me.
The revolution is live.
The best.
You guys have been the best. Best audience are the YouTube folks. I love you guys. Thanks for sharing this hour with me. Remember to like us on Facebook and Twitter. And stay tuned for some new and wonderful shows I have ready to share with you. We're going to do Vintage Cara, which will feature my 80s hits and some songs from albums from the 80s that maybe you haven't heard. We're going to do a wonderful show on just love songs and ballads, and also material that, again, you can only hear right here on YouTube on my audio podcast. So stay tuned. Remember to like us on Twitter and Facebook. Check us out. And I really appreciate all of you, all of my fans around the globe. You can click on the link and download this program, or just download the tracks that you like the most, or download the CDs that you want to buy. Many options here on the Irene Cara Audio Music Podcast. Now go subscribe. Love you.